Good afternoon, everybody. So, decided to shoot a bit of a clip, or a show, or a walk and talk, because this Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be moving furniture, and Monday, I might have a grass cutting job. So, and then, I cut the grass, and I did a bunch of junk yesterday. So, yeah. So I'm going to be ever so slightly busy. I'm not sure if I'm going to need a day or two to recover, depending on how much of a pain the grass cutting job is and the furniture moving job. But I figured, got a lot done yesterday. Alright, so cut the grass, cook some, what did I call them? Big Mac style cheeseburgers. Smash burgers. So it was the normal smash burger, but with just Big Mac stuff. So, yeah. That was kind of exciting. I cut the grass, washed some totes my aunt brought down, cleaned my fish tank. What else did I do? I did something else. I don't know, but it was a pretty full day. It was a pretty full day, and then I went and found out that I'm being contracted to move furniture, which I'm a bit up in the air about. I used to do it as a job, moving furniture, that is. The problem is, the bigger stuff, it's only as easy as it is to get your partner, Like I can carry a bit more of the weight of like a sofa or something. But if you have a partner that has no idea what they're doing, it could be a giant pain. Speaking of pain, here comes a train. And of course, it's right when I'm talking, because that's just how this is. Switch hands so you can hear me better. It's going to be a kind of a short one. I'm just walking through the woods here to get back to the house. Today was supposed to be my metaphorical day of rest. Because tomorrow's furniture moving day, and yesterday was grass cutting. But I'm all out of fruit at the house. Got no apples, bananas, or oranges. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to go downtown and do some grocery shopping. And, for some reason decided that after I got like 10 pounds of fruit, that I was going to walk 5 miles back to the house. Which, realistically, isn't that big of a deal. But, when I got a big job to do tomorrow, and I did a big chunk of a job yesterday, it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to just not have done this. But, it is what it is. The more I sit, the more I get old and fat. The more I do this, the more I get old and fat. I just feel better about it. Yeah. So, what do we want to talk about? Don't know. Do not know. The bugs are atrocious. I didn't wear my bug band because I wasn't sure I was going to do this. That train is so freaking annoying. All likelihood, I'll move the furniture. I'm charging I told her $20 if everything goes smoothly, $40 if it turns into a nightmare. So, that's how that's gonna go. And that's, my opinion if it's a nightmare or not. I told her I'll probably just charge $20 because I don't really care that much. But, I charge extra for inexperienced partners and drama. If If moving a couch is 10 times harder than it has to be because of the person I'm working with, then that counts as like an upcharge. If her son shows up and starts throwing microwaves, that's going to be an upcharge. I get more anxious around that kind of stuff, and I just ain't dealing with it. I warned her ahead of time. But I told her baseline price. If everything goes smoothly, I'll just do it for $20. It's not like it's very hard work for me in the long run, and I can use the money. I don't think there's a high likelihood that I will be doing this grass cutting job, but I did tell the guy I would, and he did tell me to go see him. However that works out is, well, we'll kind of see. So there's always this thing, you know? There's always this thing that people say that they're like, I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant to close this out. There's always this thing people say, like, you know, nobody's better than anybody, or, you know, I don't think I'm better than anybody, and that kind of stuff. It's mostly an old person saying. Now people live to be better than other people. So, I don't think that's ever really changed. I just think they were more ashamed and hush-hush about it in the good old days. But, anyways, it was something that always kind of stuck in my memory. And it's something that I've said a time or two, that I never feel like I'm better than anybody. I feel like I'm about as average as they, you know, could possibly be. And, I still kind of feel that way. But to say I don't feel like I'm better than anybody would be a complete lie. Like, I saw a billboard today. Well, let's start with the server. Let's talk about the server. I ran into some builds that people claim to have built themselves one block at a time, you know. And it's just really unreasonable to believe that. So I made the joke that rules are more of a suggestion. You know, if you have the ability, God, the bugs are horrible. I think it's because I'm sweating so freaking much. If you got the ability to break the rules and the ability to get away with it, they're just a suggestion, because, you know, so many people, given that power, given that ability, given the cojones to actually go through with breaking the rules, and then having the intelligence, monetary value, or power to get away with it, you know, most people do. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, God, why do I try to stick to the rules so much? Like, besides the obvious feeling of me constantly being watched, which is super annoying. It's like this, you know. I make, compared to a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, don't ever think I'm generalizing every single person in this, but according at there's the berry patch I kind of wrecked a little bit. I think somebody else wrecked it a bit more after I left, but I'm not sure about that. You know what, we're gonna chill here for a minute because there's less bugs and I could talk about this. And I need a drink. They're like in my bloody ears. Alright, so like I make a conscious effort to be honest. I make a conscious effort to not, you know, lie, steal, or cheat. And that's to me, from what I see in my life and people around me, that's kind of a feat in itself. So a lot of people just don't care unless they're threatened with obvious harm or some sort of repercussions. I think people would just go around shooting each other around here. Like, Like, if something wasn't keeping them in check, I think there would just be, like, a straight-out street war. Like, right in town. Because it's just... so many people around here hate each other. Anyways, for XYZ reason. I'm not sure why. I have a few people I dislike, but I believe I have decent reasons. And I'm not in any means in the realm of, you know, burning their house down or anything. But definitely not too happy with them. But... and I saw a billboard, right? A giant billboard when I was headed down to do the grocery shopping. And it said, real men don't beat women. I'm like, why the heck do you need a giant sign to tell you that? And abuse women. As I took this into consideration, I was like, you know, I've never hit a woman yet. But I'm not exactly MMA fighter of the year. And I'm not exactly, you know, tip-top shape. And if some chick went straight up psycho and was pounding me into a corner, I think I would probably strike back if it meant, you know, if she was not within reason and I couldn't restrain her. So, first off, don't ever get confused abusing women and punching a woman in the face. Because if a woman attacks you and you're defending yourself and it's completely legit, then I don't look down on you for it. If you're beating a woman to keep control over her, or because of your own shortcomings, then you're a sick pig and need to be put away. But anyways, I just thought about it. I was like, what kind of society do we live in that somebody paid to have a giant billboard to say that? Like seriously. But I guess it wasn't all that long ago. It was kind of almost commonplace to solve your marital problems with violence. What else can I rant about? Now we're almost at the end of the trail anyway. But I was just thinking, like, you know, if you willingly break the rules for your own benefit, if you willingly hurt somebody else to better yourself, then I do look down on you. Then I am better than you. Because as I'm far from perfect, and I make mistakes, and I'm definitely not, when it comes to lying, stealing, and cheating, I really wouldn't say I have a flawless track record. But I do make conscious effort. I make a conscious effort to not do those things, which might not mean much for some people that can do it, that could just be like, I just don't do that, and are telling the truth. You know, people are different. There are people that it can be kind of an addiction for, and then there are people that desire the thrill, and then there are people that just have no desire whatsoever. And that's some things people don't always realize. They look at themselves. Like, when I go to look at another person, I usually set myself as the average, because I really, truly feel average. Like, especially, like, physically, I feel like I'm really close to the average mark. I often feel that I'm a bit smarter than a majority, but I mean, I'm not put into positions where I talk to more intelligent people too often, so, you know, it's hard for me to really make that determination. So, when I meet a person, I automatically kind of judge them according to me, but I try to do it from an objective point of view, where I'm not like, well, I hate grape soda, so he has to hate grape soda, or he's a serial killer. You know? You get what I'm saying? I set, like, you know, kind of the way they act and portray themselves, I usually compare it to myself, and then I try to understand. So, alright, we're at the end of the trail. So, hopefully, today's walk and talk rant was educational. I don't know. I don't even care. Like, I'm just waiting for it all to freaking end, man. Later on.